What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Cris Style
And more.
Podcast, episode 151, Takeover Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good night, whatever you're doing. You're at home, you're at work, whatever you're doing. We appreciate you tapping in with us and watching the show tonight. Also, if you're listening on the playback, we appreciate you too. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Um, and we appreciate you. Leave some comments in the comment section too. We got a lot of things to talk about. We couldn't do the Monday show. Brother was a little under the weather, still a little bit, under the weather. But hey, I'm better than what I was on Monday, so we had to do the show tonight. Um, we got a lot of things to speak on. We got NFL news. NFL was popping off today. We got boxing. We got NBA stuff. We got wrestling stuff. So we got a full plate, full things to show, full topics to talk about on the show tonight. Before we do that, Maul, what is going on, brother?
Man, feeling good, bro. Excited, I know we took the little day off. Glad you're feeling better, bit better, you know what I'm saying? But feeling good, man. Feeling good. Excited to do the show. Got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, man. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend and today. Like literally stuff was happening when I was coming home. So yeah, it's gonna be a packed full night, man. So let's get started.
Yeah, man, let's get to it. Let's jump it off with the NFL, like you said, because the NFL was going crazy today. Uh, First off, speaking of my team, we traded away Joe Tooney,
Hmm.
All Pro guard, who had to play left tackle for us, and he did a pretty solid job up until the Super Bowl, of course. But he got traded to the Bears for a 2026 fourth round pick. Um, Look, uh, we definitely are about to sign Trey Smith probably to a big deal by next Monday.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they'll get the deal done. They've already franchise tagged him in a non-exclusive tag, so that means that if somebody wanted him, they would do an offer sheet, and then they would have to give up two first round picks. Anybody give up two first round picks for a guard? So
No, they're not. They're not.
they did that so he won't talk to nobody. So they are solidifying their future. They're going with the younger guy. Makes sense. That's how you build your roster. You go with the young talent. Joe Tooney definitely an all pro, and you definitely don't want to lose guys like that. But you know, this league is about younger, faster. That's what this league is about. And
Mhm.
they're always going to go with the younger guys. So I knew, I wasn't too surprised when this news dropped. You know what I'm saying? They was already talking about, oh, you can save 16 million, and if you cut them. And when Brett Veach was talking about our draft pick Kingsley Suamataia, who they drafted as a left tackle, but they snatched him right away and put Wanye Morris out there. When they was talking about him going to play guard next year, I already knew it was up. I knew they was going to slide him right up in there and play guard. And right now, I just think left tackle is the more priority to them. They rather dump money into a left tackle, whether it be a Ronnie Staley, maybe it's a Cam Robinson, maybe they see something in Dan, what's his name, Dan Moore Jr., the left tackle that played for the Steelers. Maybe they see something in that kid. But I think they're going to put the money in the left tackle position and let Kingsley play left guard and have pay Trey Smith, have Creed Humphrey, Jawan Taylor. So I think that's how they're going to rock. Maybe they get some a tackle in the draft, like second round, third round. I don't know, but I think they're going to free agency because this tackle, the tackle position in the draft is not strong. It's like there's a few guys in there, and then even coming from the combine this weekend, and we'll get into the combine, but some of the guys they're talking about moving some of these guys to guards, like
Yeah.
Will Campbell. They talking about he's a guard, like
Yeah.
he was supposed to be a highly talented left tackle. So
Hmm.
and then Josh Simmons, who's a really good left tackle, but he has that injury, so people are kind of scared of that. So um, I just think they're going to go with a veteran that they can sign for 2-3 years and put their money into that. So
Let me ask you, you're our resident Chiefs guy. What's the overall temperature, man, of this trade amongst Chiefs Kingdom, man? Like, for me, at least from the outside looking in, it didn't seem like a lot of people were too thrilled about this, but you will have more of a better feeling than me, man. What's the overall feel amongst Chiefs Kingdom?
I love and I hate our fan base. They just every move the sky is falling. Oh man, every move. What are y'all doing? Trading Joe Tooney? Who we getting back? A 2026 fourth round pick? What? It's like, bro, what do you think you're gonna get for a 32-year-old? I don't care if he's an all pro. What do you think you're gonna get for a 32-year-old guard?
No, that's true. That's
He's
true.
not a left tackle, bro. Like you're gonna get what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And if we had let him walk, like if we had cut him and he signed with somebody else, you know what the comp pick for that would have been? A 2027 pick, fifth
Yeah.
round pick.
Yeah.
So like you got the best you can get for him right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's like I love Joe Tooney, but he's a guard. Like you're not gonna get a lot for him. So you better get what you can for him while you can. So Chicago needed, they need offensive linemen. He's gonna go over there, slide right up in there, and then be the leader on that offensive line, do everything the right way. Be those young guys are gonna go to him and learn from him. So and that's good for Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, Chiefs Kingdom was up and down. they was so they was up and down. There was some guys that was pissed off. Some people are like me. They're like, it is what it is. That's the business. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey man, I'm gonna say this though, like I think this is a good move for the Bears. Obviously, the number one thing they need to worry about is that O line because Caleb Williams is the key to everything. That's going to be the key to their success. That's going to be the key to Ben Johnson's success. That team ain't going anywhere until Caleb Williams starts getting right and starts getting protected. So I think the Bears are hitting a home run because I wasn't expecting Joe Tooney to be going to the Bears. I expected him to be with the Chiefs next year.
right.
So I think so far, I think the Bears are batting a home run. I think they also, I forgot the other offensive lineman.
Joe Jonas or
Yeah.
something like
So,
that.
I think they're off to a
Around.
strong start in
Yeah.
their free agency. Obviously,
Mhm.
they still have, quite a few chains left to, play with. But
Mhm.
overall, I do like it. As far as with the Chiefs, I know from the outside looking in, every other fan base is like, yo, this is finally the end of the fucking goddamn Chiefs. Like, look, I'm not going to go that far. Obviously, I do think losing Joe Tooney is pretty big for me.
Mhm.
From me personally, but I guess there is time. It's not like free agency hasn't even started yet. It's not
Yeah.
like there's, it's not like the list of names is dried up. You know what I mean? You still got the draft and all that. So there's going to still be plenty of opportunities for the Chiefs to, answer back. Hopefully you guys fuck it up. That's my hope. But at the end of the day, we know the front office and Andy Reid, man, they're pretty good at scouting out talent. So I don't think this is the end of the world, but I do understand why certain people would probably be a little worried about this
Yeah.
trade and all that. So and it's understandable. It's understandable.
Yeah, for sure. Your boy Max Crosby got a new deal, man.
Yes, sir.
106.5 million extension, 3 years. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. Max Crosby, congratulations, sir. You well deserved. You're the best thing on this football team. The best player that we have. You deserve it, man. You've been through a lot of bullshit. Some of that's self-inflicted too. But again, my brother, you well deserve it. Your family, I'm so happy that you're sticking with the Las Vegas Raiders, the team that drafted you. I wouldn't want to have it any other way. It seemed like he doesn't want to have it any other way. Pete Carroll and I watched the press conference. They were and Spike Tech even said like we didn't even have to get this done right now, but he was like, "Yo, Max Crosby deserves it. We're going to show kind of like what we're going to be about in this front office and in this tenure of being a Las Vegas Raider, and we're going to take care of our own." And what better way than to do that with Max Crosby? I think it's well deserved. Now Lions fans, Bills fans, Eagles fans, all other fans who dreamed about Max Crosby being on your team, respectfully, y'all can shut the fuck up now. Y'all can move on. Y'all can go try to go get Myles Garrett. You know what I mean? Like that's the big fish out there. So at the end of the day, I'm super excited. I think this is just one of the bigger things that the Raiders needed to get done. They got it done right away. And then obviously, we signed what's my man's name? Sap. What's his
Alex
name?
Alex Kappa, I think his
Alex
name is.
Kappa, yeah, I don't know why I said that, but the old lineman from the Bengals. I know he struggled last year. I've seen all the statistics and all that, but I think he's a decent O line. I think obviously he's not going to be the only one that we add to the O line. I think it's a decent start. I think for the number that we got him for, I think it's really good. I think the only guaranteed money I think is about like 5.5 million. So I'm not mad at it. It's a 2-year deal, so I think we're off to a pretty decent start. Obviously, we got a lot of other rumors going on with us that I know we're going to talk about here in a little bit. But overall, Max Crosby, super excited.
Yeah, man. And then the Eagles, they re-signed Zach Bond to a 3-year, $50 million deal. That's a good signing for them. Bring back their middle linebacker who played really well last year. So that's a good sign. Um, Joey Bosa gets released. Devontae
Yeah,
Adams got released.
yeah.
Um, who else got released? There was a few players that got released. I know Slay, he got released.
Slay got released.
Brad,
Bradbury got released.
Berry got released.
I know
Um,
there's rumors about what's his name, Jonathan Allen from the Commanders. If they don't get a trade, I think they're talking about him getting a release.
I'm sure Aaron Rodgers will be getting released soon.
Gardner
Sam,
Minshew for lesser purposes
yeah,
is going to get released.
they said Sam Darnold is going to hit free agency. They're trying to work out a short term deal, but there's a chance he hits free agency.
I think he gets that done. Me personally, I think they get that done. It just makes sense to me for them to get that deal done. I think it's especially with Sam Darnold's market. Like if you read through all the tea leaves, if you listen to all the insiders, his market ain't as hot as we thought it would be. Obviously those two games that he didn't look too good. I think it really hurt him. So I think it's just smart. I think it's a win-win for the Minnesota Vikings. Like I think it lowers his salary that he's probably going to be requesting because he's not going to have that kind of demand anymore. Everybody's kind of like mid on him at this this chance. I think Aaron Rodgers will probably be higher than him. Depending on the Justin Fields, Russell Wilson situation, I think one of those guys. I think guys might more look into them. Maybe. Obviously, the whole situation with the Seahawks, maybe they'll be willing to trade Geno Smith at this particular point because it seems like it's like a, everybody, it's like a fire sale over there. So,
Tyler Lockett got released.
He got released. That's another name that's getting linked to us. T. Higgins, he got hit with the franchise tag, which is interesting. Like to me. Like with that one, I find it really interesting because I get it that Joe Burrow wants to keep everybody on this team, but it's going to be hard for you to sign T and Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is easily going to get what? He's going to get what, $50 million? You know what I mean? Like
43,
45, you know what I mean? He's going to be in the high fours. So and then you're trying to give T. Higgins and then what? Like with the franchise tag, what's his cap? What's his cap hit?
I don't know. I think it's 30s.
30 something.
Like
and that defense is raggedy, bro. So they got a lot of work to go on over there, man. So it's interesting. I know I was seeing a report that maybe Joey Bosa might link up with his brother in San Francisco. I saw that. I wouldn't be surprised if that situation were to happen.
Yeah, so they can be hurt in week 5 together.
For both of them, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that situation. Debo getting traded to the Commanders. I think that's really good for. I like that. I know a lot of people have been kind of saying like, Debo going to the Commanders it's going to be like whatever. But I think he's going to be motivated. You know what I mean? I know he came into camp last year out of shape. I think that's kind of resulted in some of the injuries that he had. Obviously, he is more of an injury-prone wide receiver, but I think with the addition of him, I think it adds a different type of weapon to this offense that could be very, very explosive with Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin. I like that. How you feel about that move?
No, I had no problem with it. It's a new start for Debo. They needed a number 2 guy that could open things up for Terry McLaurin, and he could help out in the running game too because you can feature him out of the backfield. And I think what's his name, Cliff Kingsbury. I think he'll have creative ways to use Debo Samuel. So I think it's a good move. I'm hearing Brandon Ayuk is for sale too. So I don't know what's going on with the 49ers, but they look like they trying to get rid of everybody over there. So next year
they got to pay your boy. That's what's up. They gotta pay your boy. He's gonna command at least 40, 45 million.
The starting wide receivers next year is gonna be Ricky Purcell and Brandon Jennings.
Well, even Brandon Ayuk. There's rumors that they might even consider trading Brandon Ayuk.
That's what I just said. I was saying Brandon Ayuk.
I
He's for sale. Yeah, Brandon Ayuk is on the trading block, so it might be Brandon.
If you're the 49ers, if you're John Lynch, would you just consider like putting Christian McCaffrey up there too? Like he's getting up there in age.
Right. Anybody like, trade man.
What you mean? I think somebody would. I think somebody would trade. I'm not saying you're going to get like a high pick. Like I could see maybe you getting like maybe a fourth, maybe a third. He's still a comparable. He's still a comparable running back.
I'm not getting you nothing more than a 5th or 6th round pick for him. He is injury prone.
But if he stays healthy, he's top 3 running backs in the league.
And that's a big if, bro.
He was healthy for the majority of his career with the San Francisco 49ers.
Buyers beware.
So you want to trade? So if the opportunity comes for the Chiefs to trade for Christian McCaffrey, you're telling me you're going to say no?
Yes, I'm going to say no.
Because you're bugging, bro.
Because this draft we got coming up, we got about 20 running backs I can get. Why the hell would I pay for a 30-some-year-old running back?
We don't know if any of them are going to be Christian McCaffrey, dog. Let's stop. I get it. He had an injury-prone year, but he's still Christian McCaffrey, bro. Let's chill the fuck out, man. Come on, bro.
Your Raiders can have
Let's chill, bro. Come on. Let's not disrespect Christian.
We'll tell your Raiders to go trade for him.
I'll take Christian. I'm not going to be tripping, bro. You give me Christian McCaffrey for a 4th or a 5th, yes, sir. I'll take that. Yes, sir. Especially if we're going to use our pick to get Shedeur Sanders. Okay, we get Shedeur. We can get a running back. Like, obviously, Christian McCaffrey, he is getting older. I understand that. He is getting injuries. Injuries are getting up there. I think he's still a really good running back. He just needs a strong O-line in front of him. Now, obviously, if you can get an Ashton Genty, you're going to take Ashton Genty over Christian McCaffrey. If you can get Amarion Hampton, you're going to take Amarion Hampton over Christian McCaffrey. But besides that, the rest of the running backs, I don't know if those guys are going to be better than Christian McCaffrey for the next 2-3 years. I don't know.
Give me the 2 Ohio State running backs over him.
All right, look, here's the thing. I like those running backs. I'm not going to say they're not going to be good, but let's remember, that was a stacked fucking team. These guys ain't gonna have the same luxury like that, bro. They ain't gonna have the same luxury like that.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Depending on the team that they go to. Now, obviously, they're gonna be later picks, so they're gonna be majority of those 2 guys will probably be on better teams. But we got to see where they land first. You know what I'm saying? Some of those weren't really good at running the ball.
I hear you.
Like your team.
I'm just saying.
I hear you. I feel you, though. But let's not disrespect Christian, though.
I'm not disrespecting. I didn't say he wasn't good. I didn't say he was trash or anything. I just said the man is he's in his 30s and he's getting injured.
That's true. I'm not denying
that is a recipe for disaster at running back.
It wasn't the recipe for disaster for the Ravens, though.
Because they're able to get injured.
He's had injuries though too. Come on, man. He just didn't get hurt last year. What are you talking about?
I like Christian, man.
Leave the Great White Hope alone, bro. Come on,
man. I like Christian. I like Christian, man. He was getting hurt in Carolina too. Let's not act like he wasn't getting hurt in Carolina.
Yeah, he had some hamstring problems. That is true. He had some.
It looked like he was just squeaky clean Carolina.
No, that's true. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that at all.
So. But no, shout out to Christian McCaffrey. I hope you have a speedy recovery this year.
So out of all of that, what's the biggest news to you out of all the news that's came out so far? What's the one that catches your eye the most?
Damn. It's really where these quarterbacks go.
Yeah.
Who's the first domino to drop? Is it Sam Darnold? Is it Kirk Cousins? Is it Aaron Rodgers? I know you didn't like your boy, one of Aaron Rodgers on your team.
You know what? I was talking to somebody at work. I was talking to our homie, the homie that always argues about the Chiefs and shit.
Don't bring him up on the show.
Hey, yo, leave him alone, bro. He be trying. But
the hell no,
but he cool. I fuck with him.
But
Now I was talking to him about it. He was kind of telling me he didn't want Aaron Rodgers either, and I was just like, you know what, kind of thinking on it. Like, I wouldn't be mad if it's a situation where we have Aaron Rodgers as our starter, we get Shador Sanders to be the backup, kind of learn underneath between him, and you got Tom Brady kind of nurturing him. I wouldn't be mad at that, honestly, because look, let's be honest, Aaron Rodgers is an upgrade compared to everything that we had last year. So if we go from Desmond Ridder to Aaron Rodgers, 40 years old, like, look, I think that is a positive. Max Crosby already calling for that situation, but if we get that combination of, we get Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be our starting quarterback for this year. We have Shador Sanders. We'll sit him out. You know what I mean? Let him get acclimated to Chip Kelly's offense, because we know how difficult that Chip Kelly offense can be to kind of like get used to. Give him a year under the belt, or maybe later in the year, let's say things don't, maybe Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, he be ready like by like, November or something like that. We can do that too. I'm with that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad. Stop what? What we stopping? What we stopping? What we stopping, man? What's going on? You would you like to talk about something, my brother? Like, you good over there? What's going on, my brother?
What's up, Stan?
Come on, Stan. Say your piece, my brother. What you want to stop? What's going on? We'll give him time to think about it, but we'll continue.
Yeah. It's definitely where to see where these quarterbacks go.
Yeah, for sure.
And then this wide receiver market is looking deeper and deeper and deeper, which means that now that it's so deep, I don't think some of these guys are gonna get paid what they think they're gonna get paid.
Nah, the market's gonna be down. I think, obviously, I think the biggest name was going to be T. Higgins, but obviously he got taken off the board. I'll probably say the biggest one up next, I would probably say it's DK. I would probably say it's either DK. I know Devontae Adams is probably the better receiver, but you got to deal with the drama with him, man. You know what I mean? He just seems like the more older he gets, the more senile he gets, and he wants to win, but he wants to win his way, where he has 10 catches and 100 yards. We saw that with the Raiders. We won games, and he had like 5 catches for 60 yards, and he's still mad at the whole world. So I'm like, do you want that to be a part of your organization? I don't know. We'll see. I think low key he's going to kind of go wherever Aaron Rodgers goes. Now, if Aaron Rodgers were to come to the Raiders, do you think we see that possible reunion? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I think you need to keep those two far away from each other. But we'll see. Who ain't coming there? You talking about Shador?
No, I think he talking about Aaron
Rodgers,
because he's saying that Devontae ain't gonna be able to come over there, so he ain't gonna come there.
But if I'm Aaron Rodgers, like, why does it matter? Like, you didn't win anything with him when you was with the Jets. So what's the?
He didn't win nothing with him when he was with the Packers.
So you're trying to tell me, like, if Aaron Rodgers comes here and let's say we trade for DK Metcalf, we got Brock Bowers. Let's say we don't take Shador, but we get Ashton Genty. You're trying to tell me he's not going to look at that and be like, all right, that's appealing. That's appealing. You know what I mean? The offensive line isn't that bad. It's actually pretty decent with Jackson Powers. We just got Kappa, like, and we're going to add some more pieces to that. Like, you're trying to tell me that it's not going to work. And the Chip Kelly offense, he might actually enjoy that in Las Vegas in a state tax-free state. Like,
yo, hey Ron, come to the bar, homie. That's all I got to say, man.
What bar?
Live Bar, man. Come to Live Bar, man.
Bro.
Come to Alabama.
That motherfucker gonna be like in Mount Charleston doing whatever he does.
Was it ayahuasca? What was he called?
I ain't gonna be doing ayahuasca, cocaine, all that.
Okay,
He gonna be doing all that shit.
Damn, relax. But yeah, it should be a deep wide receiver group from top tier to mid tier type of guys. So there should be some teams that's gonna get some good guys to match up on their squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
So Christian Kirk got released today too. So that's another guy that's out there up for grabs. So yeah, man. It's definitely going to be a stacked list. Free agency is definitely going to be something to behold this weekend. We're probably going to get all week. We're probably going to get news. Today is an example of that. So we'll definitely get some more news tomorrow morning. on to Monday when to the legal tampering is enabled on Monday at 12 p.m., where everybody you can start talking to the players and free agents and sign them and all that good stuff. So, all right, man, let's talk about the NFL Combine, man. It went down on last week, Thursday through Sunday. Thursday, you had the defensive linemen and the linebackers. Friday, we had tight ends and was it tight ends and what was it tight ends and I forgot what it was on Friday.
Was it D
Saturday
line?
was running, huh?
Was it D line? Tight ends and D line?
No, D line was Thursday with the linebackers. I think I forgot what was on
Uh,
tight end, but Saturday was running backs, wide receivers, and QBs, and then Sunday was O linemen. So
mm,
DBs. DBs was on
yep,
Friday with the tight ends.
yep, yep.
So relatively we don't know who's gonna be good, who's not gonna be good. Guys look, good in shorts and t-shirts and running cone drills and all that stuff and all that. And guys could look like superstars and then put the pads on and they could be here today, gone tomorrow. But there are some guys who impressed this weekend, and I'll read off a few guys. The safety from South Carolina, Nick Emenwari.
Hmm.
He's been comped to Doran James. He had a 43-inch vert, 11-foot, 6-foot-inch broad jumps, and he ran a 4.38. He had a 1.49 10-yard split. So this kid looks like he's going to be a first round for sure. He looks like he's one of those hybrid safeties that can, because he's like 6'3", 227. So he's a freak athlete. So uh, he's definitely going to be a first round pick. Then you have Matthew Golden out of Texas, wide receiver. He ran a 4.29. He had a 1.49 10-yard split. So he had a good day. Cornerback Maxwell Harrison out of Kentucky. He had a really good day. He ran a 4.28. Um, and he had a 1.5 10-yard split. Edge rusher Shamar Stewart, Texas A&M. He ran a 4.59 40. Uh, and then all the running backs did really good. Um, Brayshaw Tootin from Virginia Tech, the two running backs from Ohio State, they did really good. Luther Burden, a lot of people were down on Luther Burden, but Luther Burden killed it in the combine. I think he ran like a 4.41. Uh, he had a really good, all his drills and stuff, he did really good. Um, who else had a good combine? There was a few. Most of the running backs did really good. People who didn't do good, Will Johnson didn't have a really good draft. I mean, combine.
Mm.
He was not good. Now, I don't know if he was nervous or whatever, but he didn't have a good. Hopefully, he does better in his pro day. But he didn't have it really good. And shout out to Shador Sanders for trying to be there for him, and Kate, trying to help him out and say, look, man, you're not throwing it to guys that you don't know. You're in the building, you're not used to throwing to them. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? When you get repetition with certain wide receivers and running backs, you get a rhythm with them. So some guys just need that, and Will Johnson, he needed that. So
You
we'll
mean
see
Will
how he
Howard?
looks on
You mean Will Howard?
Will Howard. I mean, we'll see how he looks on his pro day. Um, Look, man, was this Jackson Dart day? Because Lord Jesus, the glaze that was going on that day.
I told you it was gonna happen. I don't know
They
why.
talking about running backs, and there's Jackson Dart. It was like, bro,
Yeah, nah,
look, man,
you already know.
I get it. He's good. He's good. God, Lee, you act like he Peyton Manning.
Yeah, yeah. Nah. I agree. I think obviously, I think the guy that popped out the most to me as far as like the combine was James Pierce. Like he looked
Oh
absolutely
yeah,
amazing.
forget about James
He
Pierce.
looked absolutely amazing. Shamar Stewart, he looked really good too. Um, those two guys, like honestly, James Pierce, bro, he might have helped this stock the most out of everybody, bro. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up being like a top 8 pick because he just looked like just in control and of every drill. Like his like just he just looked like a man amongst boys. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be interesting once you know. Obviously, everybody's gonna have Abdul Carter as being the better one, but I'm like, don't sleep on James Pierce. He looked really good, and I get it. It's just combine. I get it's just combine. But even his tape, I think even his tape looked really good. The one that disappointed me the most was probably the 40 time of Tez Johnson. It was a little bit worrisome. It was a little bit worrisome.
His drills were good, but
Yeah.
he ran a 4.54, brother. Like,
You expect a little bit quicker, especially with his
same
size.
size as Xavier Worthy, my guy.
Yeah, that's like it's not really looking good. I thought the Texas receivers looked good, minus my man. I think it was Bond who said he was going to break the record, but he didn't.
He ran a 4.34, but it was just
it was whatever. Yo, shout out to my boy Ricky White. You know, I thought he looked decent for what it was. I was hoping he could get a better 40 time.
Yeah,
but you know he tried. He tried, but I think overall, as far as like his drills was really good. So I think that helped him out a lot. I think he could do better on his 40 time. Obviously, he'll have his pro day, his opportunity to get better. I would love to see him hit 4.4. You know what I mean? If he can get 4.4, I think that will help out a lot for him as well. But you know what? I think the other thing that really disappointed me in this whole draft, as far as losers, was the commentary on Shedeur Sanders. I think it's pretty idiotic stuff, man. Just some of the stuff that we've been hearing coming out of you know, some of the reports about Shedeur Sanders and, you know, his arrogance and cockiness and him not caring about what a team may feel and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. What are we doing, man? Shedeur Sanders is not the first, and he won't be the last quarterback that isn't going to participate in the combine. You had Cam Ward who didn't participate. You had Ashton Jeanty who didn't participate. We can go through all the quarterbacks last year who did not participate in years, so on and so forth. Like there is nothing to be gained at the combine. And at the end of the day, he would have probably been ripped to shreds even more if he didn't perform up to his standards that people expect him to perform. So, and then as far as like the whole arrogance and stuff like that, look, Shedeur Sanders comes from a lineage of just excellence. Like, look at his father. Like, look at how he carries himself, and it's not even arrogance; it's confidence. You know what I mean? He knows who he is, and he knows the quarterback that he is, and he knows what he wants out of life. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you're gonna get more of these kids because a lot of these kids aren't poor motherfuckers anymore. These are some rich motherfuckers that are coming into these combines, especially with these NIL deals. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, Shedeur Sanders was already in a nice situation, but you're gonna get a lot of these cats who came up from nothing to something in college. Now they're coming in and you're going to get a different type of personality, man. It's not like they're going to sit there and be like, oh, here's the can you give me some crumbs? Like, nah, they're good. They're good right now. So it just shows the pure, like, we're still doing the same shit. Like, we should be moved on from commentary like this, bro. Like, it's pathetic. And whoever makes those comments, man, I hope just put your name on it. Put your name on the hat. Like, and say it was me. But because like commentary like that is it's really annoying and it's outdated.
Yeah, and it's just getting ridiculous. I was gonna say this for hell no, but bump it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Yeah, you know, you got some anonymous guy coming, coach talking about, oh, he's arrogant and he thinks he knows it all. And then Todd Mache, he's on his little social media stuff and doing his scouting thing. And oh, he can throw well from the pocket and do this, but then the arrogance and acting like he doesn't want to, you know, he doesn't really want to be there. And it's like, shut up, Todd Mache. Like, then here they go trying to boost Jackson Dart right above him. Somebody's gonna pick Jackson Dart in front of Shedeur Sanders.
Look, I said, like, he's not dropping past the Raiders. Like, everybody's been kind of saying like, oh, the Raiders may not. bro, he has a relationship with Tom Brady. He trains with Tom Brady in the offseason. Like he has a trust amongst Dion, and I think this is a whole ploy for Shador to get to Vegas. I really do. I think they're trying so hard that they don't even have to have the Raiders waste their assets to draft him. Like, he wants to be a Las Vegas. I don't care what anybody tells. Everything points to the sign that he wants to be a Las Vegas. You're trying to tell me this man wants to be a Cleveland Brown? I get it. This man's walking around with hats on his backpack with the Browns and the top. You think that motherfucker would rather be there than the Las Vegas Raiders? Like, come on, bro. This dude comes out to Las Vegas every weekend. He trains in Las Vegas. He trained with Cam Ward in Las Vegas. This boy wants to be in Las Vegas. That was even when Antonio Pierce was here. You already started hearing rumors about that. Like, the writing's been on the wall, and I think with the Tom Brady signed, sealed, delivered as part ownership, bro, come on, man. Just go ahead and give him the Raider jersey, because I think this is the worst kept secret in the whole draft, me personally.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, but commentary trash. Overall, man, congrats to all those guys at the combine. Yeah. For all the guys who didn't perform well, man, you still got an opportunity, man. It's not the end of the world, man. You got your pro days. There's still a long way to go, man. The draft ain't until the end of April, bro. Like, just keep out there, keep producing, keep putting your best foot forward, man. Y'all be all right, man.
And at the end of the day, you still got to put the pads on, baby.
Still got to put the pads on.
That's what it comes down to.
And the combine ain't everything, bro. Me and you both know, like, the tape is really the end all be all of your shit. Like, let's be real. That combine is really made for getting to know you personally, because a lot of that is the first time a lot of these teams get a chance to talk to these guys, one-on-ones and stuff like that in that type of environment. And then we all know what the real reason for the combine is, because they're trying to, these agents got to talk to these GMs, get these deals signed. That's really what the reason for this combine is, bro. Like, besides that, man, your pro days and your tape and, your one-on-ones, those are way more important, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man, let's talk about this fight that happened this weekend, too. Tank fought Lamont Roach.
Yeah.
Now, you and me, we weren't really, into this fight, but you know what? I was like, you know what?
I watched it. Somebody did their little thing on Twitter, so I watched that shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop it on. You know what I'm saying? So I watched it, and hey, man, Lamont Roach. I'm sorry, man. I apologize. Yeah. I wasn't familiar with your game, brother.
Yeah, my bad, brother. We fucked up.
You took them punches like a G, and you was throwing them back at him. You know what I'm saying? Now the early rounds, Tank, he always starts off slow.
Yeah.
And then the middle rounds, that's when it got real interesting. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the fight really got going. You know what I'm saying? But it just seemed like for everyone that Tank Davis threw at Lamont would take it and throw his back. And that's how you beat somebody like a Gervonta Davis. You got to show you're not scared of his. First of all, you got to have a chin. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
You sure you got a chin and you can box with him, you have a chance against Tank Davis. So, and I know people was trying to compare this. Oh, y'all think that because he didn't knock him out, it's like the pit bull. No, the pit bull situation was totally different. Pit bull wasn't hitting Tank like this.
No, that's true.
He wasn't hitting him. He was just, you know what I'm saying, he just didn't get knocked out because he does have a chin too. So that's why everybody boosted up Pitbull, because he didn't get knocked out. But he wasn't hitting him like Lamont was hitting him. So but yeah, man, this was a really good fight. It ended a draw. Now there was controversy in that ninth round. I thought that he took a knee, and that should have been at least an 8 count right there. But the referee started to count, then he stopped. And then, suppose he had grease in his eyes or whatever. But and if Lamont wins that round, Lamont wins the fight. But he didn't. They call it a draw. Wasn't mad at the draw. I do want the rematch. So I know people was like, "Oh, we'll see no rematch. Why not?"
Mm-hmm.
Let's see the rematch. You know what I'm saying? I think Lamont earned it. So I'm not mad at a rematch, but it was a really good fight. And like I said, Lamont Roach, I'm sorry, brother.
No, I apologize too, Lamont Roach. Hey, man, you put on a hell of a show. For Tank, I don't even think Tank put on a bad show. Like, it was just a really, really great fight. It was more of a even fight. I would say I still think Tank did win. I know Roach looked good, but when you really look back on it, I still think Tank won by a round. I know there's been a lot of controversy as far as about the knee. I think WBC came out and said that our great referee, I mean, he made the right call. At the end of the day, am I mad that it's a draw? No, I'm not mad. I think we deserve a rematch in this fight. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this may be one of the fights that gets put on the Canelo Terrence Crawford card. I really wouldn't be surprised if that would be the case. Honestly, I know they're kind of shooting for May. I think from what I heard, they're trying to shoot for May or something like that for this fight. But we'll see. I think this is a fight that's well deserved. Obviously, people are going to pay more close attention to Roach, and I'll be curious to see what the bet lines are when that fight gets announced, because we all know what's happening.
Yeah, for sure. That'll tell me a lot. But no, it was a really good fight, man. And hey, man, bring on the rematch.
Nah, for real, for real.
All right, man. Let's do our BetUS Sure Fire Picks, man.
For sure.
All right, man. What you got?
All right, man. So for tomorrow, I got the Warriors minus 5.5 against the Magic. I think that would be a really good matchup. I think they've just been playing the best so far. I got the Mavs minus 10 over the Hornets. Oh no, my bad. I'm reading the wrong thing. I apologize. Reading the wrong thing. Wrong thing. My bad. My bad. I got the Warriors over 225 for tomorrow. I got the Pelicans +5 because we saw, even though the Lakers looked really good against the Lakers, I think Zion's looking really good right now, so I like them. And then I got the Pacers -2.5 for tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, I'll take the Pacers -2.5 myself. I like the Houston Rockets 4.5 over the Pelicans. And I like your Lakers -4 of the Knicks.
I didn't touch that because I didn't want to jinx it, but
I understand, sir.
that's just
If you go to any of our social media apps or social media platforms, you'll see the link for the BetUS website. You click on it, first time users only. You click on it, sign up, put in the promo code JOIN125. You get 125% sign-in bonus plus 10% gambler's insurance because they got other things on the website. That means you get 3 risk-free bets on your first 3 deposits, $100 up to $5,000. So if you bet $100 on your first 3 deposits and you lose, you keep your money. So you can win some money, or you lose, you keep your money. So you ain't losing regardless. So go ahead, sign up, tell them Cris Style Mal sent you.
Yep.
And that is our BetUS Sure Fire Picks. All right, man. Let's do a little NBA news, man. Unfortunately, Kyrie Irving tore his ACL the other day. Uh, he, ended it off by shooting some free throws. You can see with tears in his eyes. He knew his season was pretty much over. I feel bad for the guy. He's playing really good this season. But this is just kind of another sour taste in the fans of Dallas Mavericks, especially with the Luka trade. Hovering over them, being a dark cloud over there, and then you get this bad news. Uh, how do you take this? If you're a Dallas Maverick fan.
You got to be devastated, man. You got to be devastated. The your whole franchise has just been nuked. at this particular point. You know what I mean? You guys come off a instance last year where you make the NBA finals when you weren't supposed to. I think everybody would assume that it was like a year early from what that team was. To make it an NBA finals, yeah, it wasn't competitive against the Celtics, but I don't think any team that would have made the finals last year would have been competitive. I think the Celtics were just a better team that year, and how deep they were, and just how much they were clicking. They were able to get the one win on their home court. But then you come into this year, start off pretty good. Then obviously Luka got hurt at Christmas. I think at that time, I think they were the number 2 seed at that particular time. Luka gets hurt. He's out for about almost 2 months. And you're thinking, but when he comes back, they'll be fully ready to go. I think before that time, I think Lively, I think he ended up breaking his foot. I think Maxi Kleber, he had an instance where he broke his foot as well. And you're like, yo, we still got Luka, we got Kyrie, we'll be okay. Get those guys healthy at the end of the year. As long as we get in the tournament, we'll be fine. Then in the dark of night, your GM decides to trade your best player that replaced Dirk Nowitzki as superstar, easily top 2, top 3 players in the league currently right now at 25 years old. You never see anything like this. And then just the way they went about it, I think it wasn't really a good look. All the information that was coming out of the Dallas Mavericks camp was not really a good look. How they were kind of like body shaming him, talking about how he just wasn't professional and stuff like that. And it's just like, I get it. There are some things that Luka could have been a little bit more mature at, but he's still a 25-year-old superstar that shit just don't grow on trees. Like, you just got to be lucky to get one of those type of guys. And one of the guys just fell right into your lap, with that trade with the Atlanta Hawks that literally got you Luka Doncic. So you do that, your whole fan base is in disarray. Ownership is not looking really good. And then all of a sudden you get the injury with Gafford. Gafford's out. You know what I mean? Then, you get Anthony Davis. You see the first half that he was able to give you looked amazing. You're like, all right, cool. Got a little bit of hope. Then he gets hurt in the third quarter and he's out for an extended period of time. And then to see Kyrie Irving play his heart out to try to keep this team relevant in the play-in, for him to tear his knee. I pray for Kyrie. I know he's a very strong-minded person, so we all know he'll get through this. But it hurts. It hurts to see him going through that. So, and now with the Mavericks, you got a lot of questions now because your owner, your GM, Nico Harrison, pretty much said that this trade was supposed to be a win-now move, a 2 to 3 year window. So now you literally lost 2 years because Kyrie's going to be out. Obviously, you lost this year. You don't know when Kyrie's going to be able to come back. And then obviously in the offseason, you already got some beat reporters that are already suggesting that the Dallas Mavericks should just trade Anthony Davis and try to recoup some of their assets back because they don't own any of their picks from 27 to 30. So it's just like your whole situation just literally blew up in your face in a span of less than 6 weeks? In a span of 6 weeks? And that's not including that when you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, the player that you love the most is on the Lakers, and the Lakers are now the hottest team in the NBA right now. They're literally the 2 seed, and a lot of people are in the projection that he's having with LeBron is amazing. And you got to think the Lakers aren't even playing their best ball yet, and they're missing 2 starters. Like, so if you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, you got to be fucking sick. You got to be throwing up at this point. Like, it's so bad. You got Mavericks fans that are converting into Lakers fans. Like, I literally tweeted this out earlier today. I think when the Lakers go to Dallas, I think it's like April 5th, April 4th or whatever, this might be the first instance where the home team gets booed off their fucking court because they're going to be cheering for the Lakers. The whole stadium is going to be cheering for the Lakers. I would not be surprised if that whole stadium is not filled with purple and gold jerseys, the Luka Doncic jerseys. I would not be surprised. So if you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, there's really no hope because what's your future? What is your future? Your future is in the hands of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Rockets, the San Antonio Spurs. They have your picks. Now you got to go into the offseason because now you got to pay Kyrie Irving. Mm-hmm. So what's the situation with that? Now he has a knee injury. You don't know how he's going to respond. He's 33 years old. By the time he comes back, he'll probably be 34. And you don't know when he's going to come back. If he can come back, it probably won't be till after the All-Star break. So you don't know what's going to happen. Now you're going to put even more more pressure on Anthony Davis to kind of keep this boat alive going into next year. And we already know what that does to Anthony Davis. His body doesn't really hold up like that. So now you putting him in position to get hurt again, which we all know that is something that's easily capable of happening. It's just not a good look, bro. It's this Dallas Mavericks organization literally just had all the hopes and dreams because they had a future for 10 years and they literally ripped that. And now they're just, you don't know where they're going. You don't know what this team's going to be. You really don't. And you got to look at all these other players that came to join the Mavs. Klay Thompson. You know what I mean? That situation. You got to think about they're probably going to move on from him. You got the whole situation with Daniel Gafford and all that. He came from a situation from the Wizards, PJ Washington and all those guys. PJ Washington came from the Hornets in a bad situation. Now he gets traded to the Mavericks thinking that he's going to be in a prominent position to win championships. Now you rip that away from him. Daniel Gafford in the same position. So why would those guys want to stay? Why would Derek Lively want to stay? What superstar is going to come to the Dallas Mavericks and be like, I want to play for that organization knowing what they did to Luka Doncic? You're trying to tell me Kevin Durant is going to want to go there? The only way it's going to be convincing is if Kyrie be like, yo, bro, just come through. I'm going to make sure you're good. But any superstar is going to look at that franchise sideways now because at any moment you could change your mind on me and trade me in the middle of the night to somewhere I was not expecting to go. If you could do that to Luka, you could do that to me. You could do that to you could do that to Kyrie. You could do that to anybody. So I don't know. This is not really a good look for Dallas Mavericks, man. It's a terrible situation.
Yeah, this is not good at all. I feel bad for Dallas Maverick fans. Man, losing Luka, now you lose Kyrie. AD's hurt too, so it's just like, man, I don't know what they do.
And I'm gonna say one more thing. I know there's been this high kind of whole conspiracy theorist thing where obviously the Allisons, they own the team. You know, the Allisons, they come from Vegas. So a lot of the Mavericks fans are thinking like the Allisons are purposely trying to ruin this franchise so they can move this team to Vegas. I'm gonna be honest with you. That ain't happening. I'm gonna be honest. That ain't happening. The NBA is not gonna allow that. And then two, even if that was a possibility, I'm gonna say this right here and right now. Las Vegas doesn't want that bad juju bullshit in Vegas. We do not want that shit. Keep that shit in Dallas. We want our own franchise. We are good. Don't bring that bad juju bullshit over here because I am good.
I agree. I don't want that.
That's like the Oakland A's, bro. Like, keep that shit out. Like, bro, like we see all the bullshit that the Oakland Athletics had to deal with, and that Oakland Athletics are not moving to Vegas. That's they're going to be the Sacramento A's, bro. That's the reality. They're gonna look into getting us probably an expansion franchise team. I think for baseball.
We'll see. All right, man. Let's talk back to boxing news. Now we got a couple things. We got the Fatal 4-Way that was just announced. City of Wolves in Times Square. You got Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. You got Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. And you got Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barbosa Jr.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling about this card, sir?
I'm liking it. Obviously, I think the most exciting fight, I think it's probably going to be the Ryan Garcia Rolly Romero fight. I think that's the one I'm most intrigued about. But I'm also intrigued to see how Devin Haney responds back from his loss with Ryan Garcia, and then obviously Teofimo. He hasn't been in the ring, and obviously there's a lot of controversy with him as well. I think it's going to be an interesting spectacle. Obviously, this is going to be in the middle of Times Square. I'm kind of curious to see how the whole layout of that ring is going to be, and kind of like the outlook of it. I think it could be a dope scene. It's definitely going to be a once in a lifetime event. You know what I mean? I'm surprised they were even allowed to get the permits to do this in the middle of Times Square, but It's going to be interesting. But overall with the fights, I think it's going to be dope, man. I think they're getting kind of creative with showcasing boxing. And then, for you to have these three superstar names, to be a part of one boxing event, it's just showing where this is just one of the many showings of where boxing is going. It's just not going to be a one name event anymore. This is going to be multiple names, like how we see for wrestling, how we see for MMA. It's just not going to be just a Mayweather and then some random ass boxers, Mayweather versus said a boxer who could be a big name or not. and all these wrestling boxers that are up and coming that we don't know about. It's going to be some big names on these cards from here on forward. You know what I mean? So it's a great thing to me. I'm excited. I'm gonna be curious to see the pricing of the event. I'm curious to see how I said the layout, how they're gonna allow people to watch this fight, as far as like in the in-person capacity. Um, and then also, is it just gonna be these three fights? What other
I'm sure there'll
fight
be some more.
I'm sure they're going to add some more. So I'm curious to see what other fights they may announce to add on to this big card, because it's going to be a big pay per view. This is going to make a lot of money. You got to look at maybe putting some up and coming names like what I mean. Abdullah. I think that's another name. I know he has a fight coming up in April, which I ain't gonna lie to you, my brother. I low key was gonna ask you, maybe we should go to that shit because that main event is actually really good, and I would love to see him in person. So maybe we can think about that, going that in April. So maybe that might be a name you look into. Maybe they decide to put a Bacoli. Maybe put him in the States depending on his health situation. I don't know how that's going to work, but I know he was kind of looking. I know they were kind of looking at him fighting in May, so maybe they might still have the opportunity to do that. So, yeah, man, this could be a really really good pay per view, man. It's gonna be a really fun one for sure.
Yeah, Tiafimo's already starting his shenanigans with the Barbosa dude. They've been going back and forth, and they was in the hotel room face to face talking trash to each other. Devin Haney was talking his stuff, and Ryan Garcia's Ryan Garcia. Rolly, it's definitely gonna be entertaining press conferences, and I'm excited for the fights, man. I'm excited for the fights. We'll wait until the fights to pick our winners, but
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
so in other boxing news, Dana White and Turkish Al Shahir have and TKO have signed a multi-year partnership to establish a new boxing promotion with executive leadership anchored by Dana White and WWE President Nick Khan. Uh, the new promotion will feature. Hold on. Give me a second, people. Where's it at? A highly structured system to develop new talent from around the world, including athletes, athletic or athlete with athlete combines and academias, access for all boxers to the UFC Performance Institute, the world leading combat sports performance training, research, rehabilitation, and nutrition center. TKO's production, media, promotional expertise to deliver both in arena experiences and top tier state of the art broadcasts to fans around the world. How are you feeling about this, sir?
I'm excited for this because this is something that we've all been kind of saying. Like, I think real boxing fans who love the sport, that's been one of the bigger problems, man. It's just too many belts. It's too oversaturated with belts. You don't know who the real champion is. You got the ring, you got the WBF, IBF, IBC, WBC, WWF. Like, you got too many belts that it's just ridiculous. You got to unify 15 belts just to get the. I'm like, it's just ridiculous, bro. So I like that simplifying things. I saw Dana White. He was talking to Stephen A. Smith and Molly about it, where he was kind of like saying, obviously, we're gonna, keep the belts at per weight classes, one belt per weight class. They also talked about kind of like the actual flow of the fights, where they're not going to be like hour delays. Like, we're going to get right into the next one, maybe have like a 10-15 minute, interlude type of situation where, talk about the next fight and then get right into the next fight. It's not going to be some situation where we're all sitting around for 45-50 minutes waiting for these boxers to come out and, get ready to come in. So I like that as well. Obviously they're going to have a lot of money backing them with Turki Al-Sheikh. The Hall of Famers. I've been trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, get on the boat, bro. Just get on the boat, bro. Like, this man is really changing the sport for the better. We're getting like, look at these cards. Like, we're getting Bivol style cards. We're getting the New York Times Square shit. We're getting Canelo and Terrence Crawford. We're getting all these fights that all of us have been clamoring for, and we're actually starting to get this stuff. Like, so with this boxing venture, like, it's just gonna be really solidified on what's gonna be what boxing. This is what boxing needs. So now I'm very curious to see some of the TV contracts that they get, the direction that they're going to go. Are they going to try to talk to ESPN? Are they going to try to talk to the HBO or NBC or Fox, or, you know what I mean? Because I think this is something that I think they need to try to get boxing more on regular cable stations. Like, I would love it if they can get it on a Fox or an NBC or an ABC or something like that. I think that would do really, really well. Obviously, you want to put your pay-per-view fights on those TVs, but on those channels, but you could put some marquee names on there. And then on top of that, I think we're heading to a point where we're going to start normalizing not paying $100 for pay-per-views. Like, I love him like doing $25. I think $25, $30 is a nice number for people to actually pay for these pay-per-views. You'll get more people to pay for these pay-per-views because it's like, look, Tank, look, I get it was a great fight, but no one was paying $80 to watch that shit initially. Now, after we know what Roach is, you might get my attention, but I think fights like that, I think a fight should be no more than, I think, me personally, like $40. I don't think it should be more than $40. If you're telling me I gotta pay $25 to watch a big card, like, I'm assuming that that Times Square card, that Fatal Fury card, I'm assuming that's going to probably be the same price as the Bivol card, which was $25. I'm paying that. I'm sorry, I'm paying that. I spend $25 on worse shit. I'll spend that shit. I will support boxing for $25. Like 100, 120, miss me with that shit. I'm good.
Yeah.
Turk for president. Yes. Turk for president. Yo, come on. Yo, take over our government. Do that shit too. Take care of that shit too, bro. Because that shit is a circus in its own, bro. Turk al-Sheikh. Bro, we love you, bro. We love you, bro. Hey, man. Cris Style Mal supports Turki al-Sheikh. Yo, man. Yo, get on the pod, bro. Come on the pod. There's an open invitation, my brother. Open invitation.
No, for sure. You get love, man. You bringing boxing back to the light like it should be, man.
Yes, sir.
You're giving us the good fights, and you ain't trying to break our bank. You know what I'm saying?
You're not.
You know, you're trying to do it the right way. And that's how it should be, man. That's a man who understands that the working man, we got bills out here, brother. You know what I'm saying? So no, but this is dope. I think this concept is dope. I'm interested to see how this works out. What fighters is gonna fight under this league? And who's gonna sign up?
All of them. Like, I saw the thing with was it Eddie Hearn? Oh, was it Eddie Hearn? They were talking about he was gonna retire or something. Let me see. I forgot who it was.
Eddie Hearns is gonna retire.
Was it Eddie Hearns? I forgot who it was.
It
was one of them. It was one. Yeah, Eddie Hearn has confirmed that he's close to retiring for boxing.
Oh. Okay.
But I think that's more of like, look, I think Turki al-Sheikh is just gonna go to all these WBCs. He's just gonna buy them all out. Like, look, y'all are under me. I bought y'all. Like, so y'all gonna be under this one section. You're gonna get rid of all these fucking belts. You got Dana White, so he has a lot of power in here in the States. You got Turki al-Sheikh. He has a lot of power over there in the Middle East. It's gonna be great things, man. Like, you got Turki al-Sheikh talking about throwing like another Thriller in Manila type of fight. I think that would be fucking fire. You put Bacoli on that, that's gonna be amazing shit. We haven't got anything. We haven't got like we used to get like atmospheric shit when it comes to boxing. Like them times where like people were fighting outside in Vegas, like, in front of Caesar's Palace. Thriller and Manilas, you know what I mean? Shit like that is going to be dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need. This Times Square stuff, we're going to get some really cool events with boxing, man. I think boxing is heading to another gold era. And we got a lot of great boxers that's available, bro. Like, there's no slip pickings to boxers. I think we got some great heavyweights. I think we got some great middleweights. I think we got some great light heavyweights, cruiserweights, like, lightweights, like female boxing is popping. Obviously, you would love to see more talent in there, especially in the Clarissa Shields area. You know what I mean? You would love to see more about that. But I think boxing is in a healthy state. Like, we just got to get all the little finer details heading in the right direction. And the great Turki all the sheet, he gonna do that.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, man. Hall of Fame of all Hall of Famers.
All right, man. Let's talk about the WWE Elimination Chamber, man.
Yeah, fire.
So that went down on Saturday, man. And look, man, this was probably one of, if not, this is probably the greatest Elimination Chamber ever made. This was a huge one. But what's wrong?
Raiders are favorites to land superstar Jamar Chase if he asks for a trade, baby.
Oh, God, you ain't get him.
Let's go. Go ahead, ask for that trade. Yo, Jamar, ask for the trade, B. Ask for the trade. Come to Cincinnati, man.
Jamar, Joe Burrows would shoot Mike Brown if that happens.
My bad, dog. Sorry.
But anyway, the Elimination Chamber went down Saturday, and I would say this is probably the greatest Elimination Chamber I've ever seen.
I can't hear you, brother.
You can't hear me?
Nah, you sound low. You sound low.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you, but you sound low. Like, volume's low.
Can you hear me?
Sound low. Unless it might be me. I don't know. Say again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it just sound low. My bad. I'm my bad, everybody. I think I messed up the stream when I did the Jamar Chase thing, bro. But yeah, it's right there. It's right there, baby. Right there.
Can you hear me now?
Huh?
I'm still low.
It's not low. Maybe it's just me. Let me see something.
He said broadcast is clear on his side.
Oh, it might be me. Hold on. It's me. Hold on. What the hell? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come back.
All right. We had some technical difficulties, people. But we will be back. Man. Hope y'all enjoying the show today, man. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't go on Monday. Like you said, I was a little under the weather. Still fighting it a little bit, but I'm better. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I was messed up on Monday. I couldn't go. And it was right when all the good stuff was happening in sports. So, but I'm glad I was able to come on tonight with y'all and rock with y'all. Yeah, for sure. He is staying. Joe Burrows ain't gonna let that happen. He'll kill Mike. I think his name Mike Brown. Whoever the owner's name is, he'll kill him. Yeah, put him in a blender. There he is.
My bad. Yo, hey. I think I deserve the hell nah, bro. I just literally just accidentally turned it low. That's my fault. That's my fault. Hey, yo, I get the hell no. My bad, people. I messed up the vibes. My bad. My dog's even looking at me like I'm a dumbass. My bad. All right, man.
No, but anyway, the Elimination Chamber went down. Like I said, it was probably one of the greatest Elimination Chambers we've seen in a long time. Starting off with the women's match, the women's Elimination Chamber was great. Jade Cargill coming out, Naomi. Now she had been out, with the injury. everybody, there was the speculation that Raquel and Liv Morgan did it, but so Jade's coming down and Naomi and Liv are in the ring. You see, uh, Liv in the ring, she's pleading like it wasn't me. I promise you, it wasn't me. And as soon as Jade gets in the ring, she beats the hell out of Naomi, and Bianca
Yeah.
Belair is going crazy. Uh, uh, Alexa Bliss is looking stunned. I think Bailey was looking crazy. Like they all were. Everybody was shocked, and she beat the hell out of her. Kicked her, hit her with the kick, slammed the door on her. Like it's all bad. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens on Friday. But at the end, Bianca Belair ended up winning the match. She pinned Liv Morgan at the end, and she's going on to WrestleMania to face what was thought to be Rhea Ripley, but Rhea Ripley ended up losing on Monday Night Raw to Io Sky, and so she'll be going against Io Sky at WrestleMania. We'll see if that changes with Rhea Ripley possibly getting into a triple threat match. But it was a great match though overall. What was your thoughts?
No, it was a great match. Man. I'll say this, man. Like Jade, baby, I love you. Like you can do whatever you want to me, like for real. Like I'm for it. But real talk, like it was honestly that moment was it was really good, man. Just like how it all kind of played out. She's getting ready, to start the elimination chamber, and then she comes out, and then just the whole surprise of it. You know what I mean? The crowd reaction of it. I thought it was pretty dope. Bianca Belair, that whip she did against what was her name? What's old girl's name?
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, when she used her hair, that shit sounded nasty. That shit sounded nasty. But overall, man, it was a great fight. I was surprised Bianca Belair won. That's just me. You would know more of the flow of who should win and not more than me. But I was a little surprised with Bianca Belair. I thought it was going to be Liv that would win this. But I'm happy that Bianca won. I'm really happy that she did.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised that Bianca won. I expected it. I know they wanted Bianca versus Rhea in WrestleMania, but like I said, with Io Sky, and Io Sky deserves it too. Io Sky and Bianca Belair, that's going to be a great match if it ends up just being those two. But I think Rhea Ripley will end up being the main event. As far as the Jade Cargill thing, I do think we get a Bianca Belair heel turn. I think that she's the one who orchestrated the whole attack on Jade, and pinned it on Naomi. I think Jade thought Naomi did it, and just the way the after effect of how Bianca was acting on Monday Night Raw, you just saw your two peoples get into it, and you're just kind of like they show her she's smiling on the phone. Like I get it, you going to WrestleMania, but it's like my peoples just got into it. Like
yeah.
Like it's kind of bittersweet. Like, and then
Right.
she didn't really want to talk about it. And she's out there, watching the match. And I don't know. I think she orchestrated. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a heel turn.
Do we get a Jade Naomi match for WrestleMania?
Probably at WrestleMania. Yeah, probably so. It'll probably be that match. So yeah. And then I think we got the tag match with Trish Stratus and Tiffany versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This match didn't deserve to be in the Elimination Chamber. This should have been on Friday Night SmackDown. No disrespect to these ladies, but yeah, I get it. They had to get this over with. This should have just been on SmackDown the day before the Chamber. Got it done. Get it out of there. And so Tiffany can concentrate on Charlotte Flair. But it is what it is. I get it. Trish Stratus is from Toronto, so they had to, show the pop for her, and she still is good. Shout out to Trish Stratus. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't really pay attention to this match. I did.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't pay really too much attention to this match either, so I really don't have much to say about it. But no, it's good to see Trish Stratus out there. It's really good to see her out there.
But then we get the unsanctioned match between KO and Sami Zayn. And boy, when I tell you, they tried to kill each other in this match. You could tell that
Yeah,
you could tell these boys in real life are best friends because those are the dudes that have the best chemistry. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Triple H, Shawn Michaels, they're best friends. But when they used to go against each other, they had the best chemistry.
right.
Like, so this match was crazy. It was barbed wire, chairs, tables. They was getting thrown through tables, power bombs through on aprons. Just it was all bad. And KO ended up getting the win. Um, he tried to he was leaving, and he tried to grab Sammy and try to break his neck on the outside of the on the concrete floor. Randy Orton returns. He comes out, beats on KO, gives him the RKO, was ready to stand back and field goal punt his head out of the arena, but the referees and the bodyguards end up stopping him. He RKOs about 4 or 5 of them, and Randy Orton is back, so we'll probably get KO versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. So I'm looking forward to that match for sure.
Nah, yeah, that match was really good, man. You know what I mean? You just kind of saw how, he kind of exploited, homie's neck. I thought that was pretty crazy. Some of the and then the best part to me was when you brought out the chair with the
Yeah,
what I mean, with the spikes and shit on it. That shit was
yeah,
fire.
yeah,
But overall, man, I thought the flow of the match was really good. You know what I mean? Them going into the crowd, all that. I thought it was amazing. I agree with you. I definitely, and then seeing Randy Orton, man, we know the aura of Randy Orton, man. That's always fire. And obviously with the past that he has with Kevin as well. So man, I thought overall, man, this is probably the best match of the whole night. Honestly, for me personally, it was even better than the men's elimination chamber. Yeah,
yeah,
it was a really good. It definitely brought me some nostalgia to older older fights.
yeah.
What I mean, that we were accustomed to, like, kind of like that Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels. To me, that was like one of my favorite matches. That ladder match. What I mean, it gives me similar feelings to that, just how great and epic it kind of felt.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And yes, Mark, Trish Stratus has been back for a while. She's been back for a while, brother.
Yeah, I was
She
surprised
still,
too, brother. Trust
she
me.
still, she still, she still, she still get busy. She still gets busy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But then it brings us to the men's elimination chamber. All of us have been waiting for this match. Cena's back. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest. Um, they all come out to the ring and put on a great show. Oh, Seth Rollins, can't forget about Seth Rollins.
Hmm.
Logan Paul does his 1-2. He gets eliminated. Uh, 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 I think Drew got eliminated. Damian Priest got eliminated. Then Cena and CM Punk, uh, they had their moment together. You see Cena saying, I missed you because they had their little rivalry back in the day. CM Punk comes in the ring, says, I miss you too. Cena puts his hand out to shake his hand. He puts it away, gives him a big hug, and then they just start going at it. Then they tag team on Seth Rollins. Uh, Bushnell gives him the attitude adjustment, then goes into the attitude adjustment to the GTS, and and then I think CM Punk pins Seth Rollins, and then CM Punk and Cena are the last two. They're going at it. Boom, boom. Cena gets thrown. CM Punk is thrown to the ropes. Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere, curve stomp, pretty much knocks him out. Cena takes the opportunity, puts the STO on him. He passes out. Cena is the winner of the Elimination Chamber. He's going to WrestleMania to face Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out to congratulate him, do the moment, shake hands, blah, blah, you and me, we going at it. Now, if you don't know, if you have not been following, a week before that, The Rock had came out and he had called Cody Rhodes out to say, I want your soul. I want you to sell your soul to me. I want you to be my champion, pretty much be my corporate champion.
Hmm.
And I'm going to give you to the Elimination Chamber to give me your decision. So fast forward to Elimination Chamber, Rock comes out with Travis Scott, which A lot of people were like, "Why is Travis Scott?"
I was like, why is he out there? I was like, all right, well,
I guess because he's the feature song. I don't know, man, but he was out there with him. They go to the ring. Um, of course, The Rock comes out. He says, "All right, man, what's your answer? Come be my champion. Come give me a hug. But if you say no, the nightmare is over. It's dead. You're done."
mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes does his whole spiel of, I gave my soul to the company, to these fans a long time ago, told The Rock to go fuck himself. Everybody goes crazy for that. John Cena's jumping all around. He's instigating like a mug. They go in for the handshake, him and Cody Rhodes. They still, see The Rock do the slit throat move and the blow. You see Cena's face turn from happy to cold blood. They come from the hug, kicks him in his nuts. Next thing you know it, Cena turns heel, gives Cody Rhodes the beat down of his life, gives him the straight beats. John Cena is finally heel after 20 years. People have been asking for John Cena to turn heel for a long time. And finally, we had the perfect opportunity. Why? Because we had the perfect baby face to finally pass the torch to, and that was Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is what John Cena has been for the 20 plus years. The baby face, the squeaky clean guy. That's Cody Rhodes. And so they had to have that for Cena to turn heel. And on top of that, John Cena has not won a match outside of this elimination chamber in 5 years. He had, in all terms, he's washed. And so I think that he learned after he lost the Royal Rumble. I think he called The Rock, because even in the post game promo of the Royal Rumble, he came out and he said, "Me being in the main event is what's best for business at WrestleMania. I'm putting myself in the elimination chamber. I'm not doing no qualifier match. I'm putting myself in there." Nobody said anything. Everybody was cool with it. All right, cool. You Cena, you could do that.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Cena since then. So fast forward, even some of the things that you saw, at the end of the match when CM Punk got curb stomped, more times than not, old Cena would have paused a little bit. He would have looked at that. He would have been like, "Man, I don't want it like this." You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it fair and square. But nah, he didn't hesitate. He took that win quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, you fast forward to the turn. He beats him down. I'm interested to see where Cena goes from here. The music is going to change because he's talked about this in an interview where he was this close from turning heel when he first faced The Rock, where he said he changed his gear. He had his gear already ready to be changed. He had his music changed. He said he was going to do everything opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, his thing is loyalty, honor, and respect. You know what I'm saying? He said he was going to do everything opposite. He wasn't going to be respectful. He was going to give up easy. He was going, you know what I'm saying? So what is this Cena going to do? Because he's definitely going to have to upgrade it from what he was going to do those at that time. That was 2012. So he's going to have to upgrade it to a different type of Cena. You're not going to see the jorts and the sneakers and the shirts. You'll probably see him in a suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be more corporate like. He's probably going to be more menacing, more, serious, a more serious John Cena. So it's going to, that first promo is going to be so much tension, and you're
When do you
going to
think
be able
we
to.
get that?
I don't know. I don't think it comes this Friday. I think they want to. I think they want people to sit on that. I think we don't get it till next week.
Raw?
Nah, I don't think we get it. Maybe Raw, but I don't think we get it till next week SmackDown. Because I think they want us to sit. I think they want to get this right. They want to formulate this, come with a plan. I think The Rock wants this to be right, because after this happened, because a lot of people was going into WrestleMania like, it don't still feel like WrestleMania. After this happened, it was like, all right, now I'm ready for WrestleMania. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's go. I'm
yeah.
ready now. But they got to still cook going up to WrestleMania. You cannot have John Cena, you know what I'm saying, do some trash stuff. Like some kid on there was mad. John Cena was really trash. Oh no. The kids was crying.
Yeah, I
I
saw
saw
videos. Yeah, I saw some
I
videos
saw
of
a
that.
lot of reaction videos of kids crying and mad at John Cena. Uh, yeah, man. This is up there as one of the biggest heel turns. It's still not. I still don't have it bigger than Hogan because Hogan's was just like you ain't see that coming. Like this one, I kind of saw this coming. The Hogan one, I ain't see that coming. Like Hulk Hogan turning heel, like what? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think kids, man, saw this coming. Like some of the reactions in the crowd didn't seem like people were expecting it. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
even
yeah, and
watch.
the crowd. No, like don't get it twisted. There were people that were surprised. I saw
Yeah,
reaction videos of people saying, "Oh, look at Cena. He's staring at Rock. Like, oh, wait. Oh no, no, no." You know what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like there were some that saw it coming, and there were a lot that didn't see it coming. But I'm just saying the Hulk Hogan turn. It was like. You want to talk about people hated it so bad they weren't expecting so bad they was throwing shit in the ring.
Let me ask you this. I said I'm trying to get myself reacclimated into wrestling. I've been more intrigued. I think this kind of catapulted me to be even more intrigued into wrestling again, like how I was back when I was younger. Do you think that moment catapults WWE into another stratosphere, like how it used to be in like the Attitude Era and stuff like that? Do you think this moment in wrestling history takes this and pushes it to mainstream where it's like literally like it turns into like wrestling's already big, but takes this to another level? Do you think something like this can take this into another atmosphere?
It can.
Business.
It can because it's going to bring back people who stopped watching wrestling. Because people who were like, oh, wait, John Cena's a heel? Word? Oh, I got to watch this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got to see this. Oh, he's lined up with The Rock? Oh, no. What's going on here?
Yeah.
So, and then it introduce you to the other stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's going around that, you know?
Obviously, I think The Rock, and I love this version of I love this final boss Rock shit. I'm in love.
The Rock is my favorite wrestler of all
He's
time.
my favorite wrestler of all time too. Like I think every character he's played, I think he's masterful. I think it's been masterful. But for some reason, this Rock character is this one might be one of my favorites. Dog, I'm not going front with you. Like the way he's doing it is so masterful, dog. And I'm curious to ask you. I know obviously WrestleMania is coming here pretty quick. You know what I mean? We're probably about less than 6-7 weeks away from WrestleMania, I would assume. My question to you is what do you see happening in this match? I know it's pretty early, but what is your early inclinations like? Where do you think this match goes? Can you see John Cena breaking the Ric Flair's record, winning his title? Because when I was watching the Elimination Chamber, I think Michael Cole kind of said that he has about 10 months left on his contract. So and when he said that to me, I'm like, oh, they're setting up for him to win at WrestleMania, break the record, and him having it, and then his final match would probably be against either a Roman Reigns or a Cody Rhodes, I would assume, and then he will lose the belt. Then, can you see some situation like that happen?
I definitely see him winning, and I think the way he wins is by the person who's going to be the other member of this whole faction. It is going to be somebody with
because I saw that because people are kind of saying like I think he held a 3. Was it 3 first, and then he went down to 2, and then
he went to 2, and then somebody did this, and then this, holding up the 1.
So everybody think it's Roman Reigns,
but see, I don't think it's Roman.
Who do you think it is? If you had to take your early guess, who do you think?
See, if you want to turn this thing, and I get it, I went on the podcast yesterday, a wrestling podcast. Shout out to my homie John and George, and we were talking about this. And they kind of debunked it because I get it, merchandising, and he's over right now, and he's got merchandise going crazy right now. But if you want to turn this on somebody's head on WrestleMania and have a moment, Jay Uso.
Wow.
Why? Because right now everybody's doubting him against Gunther. Nobody wanted him to win the Royal Rumble. Everybody was tripping when he won the Royal Rumble.
So you
People
think
have
he
been
sells his soul? So you trying to tell me you think he's the next person that sells his soul?
because now he's like, y'all doubted me. What? Y'all think I can't do it without my cousin, my family, my bloodline? I've been putting my heart, sweat, and tears in here. I got a catchphrase, yeet, that's going crazy, and y'all still don't believe in me.
You think WWE will do that? Like he seems like the most popular wrestler right
He's
now.
very popular. He would have, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't do it because of the merchandise and the money and dollars it's bringing in. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's
This is a
killing it
business.
right now. Yeah, he's killing it.
It's a business at the end of the day. I get it.
Yeah.
But if you want to turn WrestleMania on the fucking head,
Like complete
you
shock. Yeah.
you make Jay Uso the third member and he turns on Cody Rhodes. Do you know what that would do?
I would be utterly shocked if that were to happen. I don't know. Like,
And if it ain't him, it's got to be somebody that we least suspect. Like I don't want to hear Drew McIntyre. I would see that coming a mile away. Logan Paul, I would see that coming a mile away. Like, and if it was Logan Paul, I would be pissed off. Like, man, I waited all this time for Logan Paul to be the one to turn. He already bad.
I feel you.
Like,
No,
it's got to be
I
somebody
guess.
squeaky clean, good, like
Well,
Cody
who
Rhodes.
else would that leave? Who else would that leave for you? That would shock everybody. They'd be like, "Oh shit, I didn't see that shit coming."
Honestly, I do not know. Outside of Jay Uso, I do not, because Jay is the only squeaky clean, good guy over guy outside of Cody Rhodes. Because CM Punk, I still would see that coming too.
Maybe it's somebody that's not around, who
But
hasn't been
even
around
that,
in a while.
but even that, now that I mean, everybody's actually came back. AJ Styles just came back. Like, I don't know anybody else that would want to be a part. Maybe it's AJ Styles, but even that, like, I don't. Like I said, I'm just saying. I can see if you're gonna turn this thing up, turn it up.
That what you would want to see?
If anybody who was gonna turn, it'd be Jay Uso. If
That's
I
what
was a writer, I would have Jay Uso do it.
you
But
have.
I get it. I get it. The marketing dollars, he probably wouldn't want to do it. He would have to be willing to do it. I wouldn't make him do it. He had to be willing to do it. Because I know I don't want you to mess up your money, bro.
Yeah, he's killing it right now.
But he has a story.
Yeah.
Because that's what John Cena is gonna be like. Look, I ain't won in 5 years.
What's up with my other man? What's his name? Sokola? What's his name?
Solo?
So yeah, what's up with those? What's up with them?
Hey, brother.
I thought I was gonna see them on Elimination Chamber. Why weren't they?
But Mom, let me tell you something, brother. He got his own problems. He got to deal. And his name is Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is coming, man.
Fatu, yeah. What's up with that situation?
Jacob Fatu is coming, brother. By next year, I want him to win the Royal Rumble. That's all I got to say.
What's up with that storyline? I was kind of curious about that.
So Solo after he had lost the Ulafala, the thing that they got around their neck, to Roman Reigns on their first Monday Night Raw. Solo came out that Friday. They was booing the shit out of him. He just walked out on him, and you could tell Jacob and Tommy Tonga was kind of looking at him like, for real. And then Jacob picked up the mic, started talking, and ever since then, Jacob Fatu has been on a tear, bro. He has taken over. Every person that came to SmackDown, he done came out there and told them, "Hey man, I'll dog walk you right now. I'll beat you. I'll beat your ass, brother." Like, he real. Like, that's my favorite right now. That's how great he is right now. So Solo finally comes back, and Cody Rhodes wanted to say, because he he gave some Cody Rhodes the spike to the neck when he came back. So the following week, Cody was like, I need to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go see what you want. And then Jacob kind of stopped him, like, nah, I got my business to handle with him. You got to wait in line, bro. So so Jacob kind of confronted him, like, bro, you walked out on us. If you ever noticed, me and Tommy Tongue have been running shit around here, like, almost like we don't need you, bro. And he was like, look, man, I'm just trying to support y'all, trying to be there for y'all. So they've been kind of going through the rigmarole through that. You can kind of tell Jacob not really fucking with them. Tommy Tongue not really fucking with them, but they kind of keep him around or whatever. So I think they're gonna turn on him real soon and give Solo Sikoa the beat down of his life.
And you know what? That's gonna be a WrestleMania match type thing or something.
Probably.
For sure. Yeah, I'm very intrigued with Fatu.
They need to put a bet on that dude. Put a belt on him because dude is nasty, bro. He's gonna be a fan favorite soon. He's already a fan favorite. They was cheering his name. You hear Fatu and all that stuff in the crowd. Like, dude is over right now because he's dope on the mic. Like, every week he cuts a promo and it's just like, man, this dude is
who does he remind you of? You can compare him to.
He's one of one, man. He's himself. Like, he's just himself. Like, he reminds me of them Samoans from the Bay. That's what he reminds me of. Like, the way they be talking, like, yeah, I mean, and all that stuff. Like, that's how he is. But dude is dope in the ring too. You know what I'm saying? The man. What match was that? Oh, he was facing Damian Priest. I forgot the other person, but he did because Damian Priest kind of his idol was Undertaker, so Damian Priest was doing the little tightrope walk the Undertaker used to do.
Saw that,
He grabbed him, slammed him, jumped to the outside on whoever else was on the outside of the ring, went back up to the top of the ring and did a swanton bomb on to Damian Priest.
Man.
All in like just one move, like bam, bam, bam. It was just like, all right, this dude is different, man. Y'all leave him alone, man. But no, he's coming, bro. Like, don't even worry about it. You'll be hearing about Jacob real soon.
So there's no more big events until WrestleMania, right? WrestleMania is the next big event. Yeah, so it's just all Raw and SmackDown from here.
Yeah. Okay. So tune in, brother. We can have weekly, you know what I'm saying?
SmackDown's on Friday. What channel is SmackDown
on? USA.
It's on USA. For sure. Probably have to record it.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's end this off. NFL offseason outlook. We're gonna do the AFC South as a whole because we weren't able to, do the two teams on Monday and today. So we'll kick this thing off with the Houston Texans. They were 10-7 this year. There was some high hopes on this team with CJ Stroud entering into his second year. He had a great rookie year. So we were thinking, you had Stephon Diggs. You get in the second year of Nico Collins with CJ Stroud. Tank Dell also. This defense should get better, with Derek Stingley in his second year. You got Will Anderson matched up with Danielle Hunter. This team was going to be a lot better, but it didn't end off that way because the offensive line wasn't as good. It seemed like the play calling wasn't in sync. CJ Stroud, he looked like he kind of took a step back himself. Also, you could attribute that a little bit to the offensive line, but there were some times where he made some mistakes himself. The defense was excellent for the most part. Their pass rush was excellent, but I guess you could say they underachieved a little bit. It didn't help. Stephon Diggs got hurt for the season. Tank Dell goes down for the season. So now, you're down to one weapon. Nico Collins gets hurt in the middle of the season. So now you got this offseason. CJ Stroud, he's going to have to take that next step. Now he sees that teams are going to be game planning for you now. They know your tendencies. They know your stuff. Mm-hmm. So you got to take your game to the next level, brother. Do they bring Stephon Diggs back? Do they, Tank Dell, he's probably not going to see this season at all. So they're gonna have to add some weapons. They're gonna have to add some to this offensive line. Uh, they're probably going to be heavy players in free agency and the draft with offensive linemen. Probably add some weapons too. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Texans do next year.
I agree with you. I think this team last year was just bedridden with injuries. It really didn't help the production of this team. Um, I thought they were starting to play a little bit better towards the end of the year, but I think the injuries just caught up with them. Stephon Diggs, ACL, then obviously the terrible knee injury that Tank Dell had suffered, and
Yeah,
obviously the news came out that he's probably going to miss all of next year as well. So speedy recovery for him. Hopefully he's able to bounce back. He's had
yeah,
two gruesome injuries back to back years, man. So we already know he's mentally going through it, man. So we wish him a speedy recovery. But with this team, man, I agree with you, man. They need to add some weapons to this offense. Obviously the offensive line needs to be upgraded. Hopefully Mixon can have another healthy year. He looked very, very promising. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they added maybe another backup back, just to kind of support him, maybe take a little bit of the load off so they can like keep him more fresh towards the year, even though he performed really well. And then obviously this defense, obviously you already kind of said it. Like the defense did perform pretty well towards the end of the year, but I wouldn't be mad if they got a little bit more help on the back end. Maybe a little bit more linebacker help or something like that. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of players for the offensive line market. Obviously, you guys, you guys are in it. We're in it. A lot of players are going to be in the offensive line market. So it's definitely going to dry up pretty quick once that free agency starts out at next week. So. As far as the Texans, I think they'll still be one of the favorites in this division just because of how weak this division is and the inconsistencies of this division. And then I think CJ Stroud will have a bounce back year next year.
Yeah, for sure. Then we go to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have a new head coach in Liam Cohen. He was the OC for the Buccaneers. It was kind of weird how he took the job, but he ultimately took the job, and he's the new head coach. They probably needed some youth to go in to interject into this offense. He's a younger head coach, so he'll probably have a little bit better rapport with Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence needs to have a bounce back season, and he has to, hopefully he can stay healthy. You got a future superstar with Brian Thomas Jr. He had a great season, great rookie year. Got to get another weapon on the other side of him. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with Travis Etienne. Tank Bisbee looked like he was the number one running back on this team, getting most of the carries. So I wouldn't be surprised if they either cut Etienne or they trade him. So he'll be on the market probably to go to some other team. Then the defense, they got to get more help on that front end, helping your boy Joshua Allen Hines and what's the other dude, Walker. And then they need to get help on that back end, man. They need to help get another corner. I know they got a top pick. Maybe they get Travis Hunter. Maybe they get Will Johnson. But they need a corner to go with Tyson Campbell because they paid Tyson Campbell. He's a really good corner, but they need somebody on the other end. Andre Cisco, I like him as a safety, but they definitely need help, and they need help in that linebacker core too. So their problem is, get another offensive piece, a couple more offensive pieces, and definitely get some more pieces on their defense.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely curious to see how they go about the draft and free agency. I'm very curious to see how Liam Cohen is going to kind of like operate this whole system. Like I know we all come back on him on his press conference, but overall, man, it's going to be interesting to see. I agree with you. I think Travis Etienne, I think that's going to be a big story coming out because I think he's still a really good running back. It's just that he kind of got beat out, and then he does have an injury history problem. This is a big year for Trevor Lawrence as well. I agree with you on that aspect as well. Like. It becomes a moment where it's just like, all right, you got the coach, you got an offensive-minded coach. Like now, and you kind of had it with Doug Peterson. I think Doug Peterson, he wasn't that bad. It's just, he just kind of got lost in the sauce with everything that was going on. But now you got a bright young mind that was able to get Baker Mayfield producing like that. I think Trevor Lawrence, he needs to produce. He needs to get back into whatever foundation groove he used to be in when he was at Clemson and when he first came into the league, get that confidence back, you know. So hopefully Liam Cohen is able to do that. And then I also agree with you. That defensive backside that definitely desperately needs help. I like their front line. I'm not mad at it, but they definitely need help on that back end. So I
Yeah,
definitely agree with you on that.
yeah, for sure. Then we go to the Indianapolis Colts. Look, man, it's Anthony Richardson. You gonna put up or shut up, man? Get
Yeah.
down or lay down. They're already telling you they're gonna bring in a veteran to battle for that quarterback position. So
Mhm.
he's gonna have to put up. He's gonna have to go to work in the off season, show that he's committed, that he's dedicated to getting better, throwing the football down the field, and being a leader on this team. You got you got weapons. You got Jonathan Taylor, one of the better running backs in this league. You got Alec Pierce, who's a really good receiver. You got Michael Pittman Jr., A.D. Mitchell. I expect him to be better in year two. Um, they got weapons. What's the other kid? What's the other kid? The other wide receiver. He kind of got hurt.
Oh, I know who you're talking about for his name though.
Josh Downs. Josh Downs. So they got weapons. It's not a lack of weapons. They really just need to work on their defense. They need to work on their pass rush. I know they drafted that one kid. Was it Latu? But they need to add somebody else on the other side for him. And probably add some in that secondary too. Um, but definitely, it's Anthony Richardson a bust, man. So we're gonna see if he can make an improvement in his third year. I know he didn't really get an off season. Now you get an off season. You ain't got to rehab nothing. You ain't got to rehab your shoulder or nothing like that. You just work on your game, brother, and show that you're dedicated.
Nah, this is a huge year for Anthony Richardson. There's really no more excuses for him at all. The immaturity, the inconsistency, like it's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? Like he needs to click it together. This team is ready to win. This team is talented enough to win this division. It really is. You have all the weapons on the offensive side. I love the defense was really disappointing. I expect them to have a really big bounce back year with this defense. I expected a lot more from this defense. But yeah, it all comes down to Anthony Richardson, the development of Anthony Richardson, what he's been doing in the offseason, what he's been doing in that playbook, making sure he's able to read the reads, get the ball out when he needs to, make the correct throws, make it accurate, pinpoint. Because at this point, if you can't do it now, I don't. When are you going to do it? You know what I mean? You're going to be in the same situation as, you know, a Daniel Jones or, you know what I mean, any of these quarterbacks who had high hopes, who had high promises, but it just never clicked. And then now you're just a transitional quarterback that's moving from team to team, hoping you can get a backup job.
Yeah, for sure. Which brings us to the Tennessee Titans, who have the number one overall pick. It is going to be interesting what the Tennessee Titans do. Do they believe in Cam Ward? Do they want to draft Cam Ward and make him the franchise quarterback? Do they still believe in Will Levis, Maul's favorite quarterback? No, I'm just playing. No,
That's
but
your boy, bro. That's
ain't
your
my
boy,
boy.
Mr.
Do they,
Mayo.
do they believe in Will Levis? Well, Will Levis shows some improvement. You know, some of the boneheaded mistakes that he makes, some of the bad picks that he throws. Yes, does he have arm talent? He does, but he's got to put it all together and he's got to see the field better. So we're going to see if they believe in Will Levis in year three, or do they get Cam Ward, or do they trade back and possibly get a veteran in there to hold it down and possibly say, "We'll bump it. We'll go into 2026 draft and get us a quarterback because there's a slew of guys coming out next year." So
Yeah.
um, it's going to be interesting to see what they do in the draft. Defensively, they can add some pieces over there too. Um, we'll see how L'Jarius Sneed looks, you know, off the injury. He had the knee injury. If he's healthy, I expect him to play a lot better. But they definitely need to get some help over there. And the pass rush is good. Jeffrey Simmons is one of the better defensive tackles in the middle. Devondre Sweat showed some glimpses and flashes last year as a rookie. So they got some guys over there, but you know they still got to put it all together. But all questions will be answered with their first pick.
Yeah, man. You know, they are going to be kind of like what is going to be I think they're the biggest story of the whole draft. Like, what are they going to do with that number one pick? You know what I mean? A lot of the signs are pointing that they're going to trade back. You know, maybe trade back to 3 and either get Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter. Um, that's been kind of like just the majority feeling of what Tennessee is going to do, even though they do need a quarterback. So you have the opportunity to get that. So you just don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they might go into the veteran market. Maybe look at a Russell Wilson. Maybe look at a Kirk Cousins. Maybe an Aaron Rodgers. Maybe they go that route tree if they really just love Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, and they just like, yo, we just got to bump it, because obviously a lot of people aren't really too high on quarterback draft class. You know what I mean? You got next year's draft class and the year after that people are, I guess, are going to be probably more clamoring for. So that could probably real into their decision as far as like, all right, do we take Cam Ward or do we just be like, you know what, let's go to veteran market and then we'll worry about it next year. It's going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting. I'm curious, man. And I'm also going to be curious if they do decide if they want to trade this first pick. What are they going to be asking for? Like, what's the compensation that they're going to be seeking for in a draft class that it has hype, but it doesn't have the star talent that people would be willing to trade like 3-4 first round picks to try to get to the number one. So it's going to be very curious to see what kind of compensation, if they are going to trade out, what they would ultimately receive.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they definitely. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, man, because they do need a quarterback, and if they don't pick one, or in any round, you know what I'm saying, and we talked about Jackson Dart, maybe they trade down and get Jackson Dart. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they trade all the way down to like 8 or 9 or 10 and feel better about taking Jackson Dart at that position than taking him at number one. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple first round picks. It's a smart play. You know what I mean? Smart play.
So they believe in him and let Jackson Dart and Will Levis battle it out for the quarterback spot. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know, because then that would be crazy, because would Will Levis look better than him in the offseason? You know what I'm saying? Then what do you do then?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Like, if Will Levis can just cut out the boneheaded mistakes, I don't think he's a bad quarterback. You know what I mean? He just makes a lot of boneheaded mistakes that are very, very killers. So he has the arm talent for it, but can he put it between the ears? That's just pretty much been the main thing for him.
Yeah, I can see that, Mark. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. And that is a wrap for our AFC South. Next week we will probably we'll do the NFC South next week. All right, man. Got anything else?
As far as topics, nah, man. You know what I mean? I thought we did pretty good. Timing's pretty good. I thought we've been stuck here till 1 a.m. with all the stuff that we had, man. But nah, man, I think we pretty much hit everything.
For sure, man. All right, man. Who gets your flowers of the week, man?
Flowers of the week, man, definitely goes to Angie Stone. Heartbreaking loss. With that whole situation. Praise out to her family. Also to Gene Hackman, man. Praise out to them and their family. That's a crazy story, with him. And I think that story's turning into a movie slowly as we speak. But praise out to his family and all the losses that they him, his wife, and their dog passed away tragically. So praise out to all their family members, fans, diehard fans, everybody that's involved in all these people's lives that we lost. We got to cherish, man. We got to cherish everybody, man. Be here, be gone in a second, man. So we got to cherish every moment that we have on this earth, and praise out to them, man. So those are my flowers.
Yeah, I second those flowers. Angie Stone, talented singer, gave us some good classic hits. Black Man, a few other hits, but yeah, man, shout out to her. And yeah, the Gene Hackman thing is just crazy, man. That's nuts. I got a few more. I want to give a shout out to Taste Buds Creole Kitchen. Let me tell you something, man. You got to go there, brother.
I heard about them. Are they fire?
No,
Where's it at? Where's
It's
it
on
at?
Decatur. The one I know about is on Decatur and Lake Mead. I think it is.
Catering like me, huh? What'd you have?
Bro, you gotta go.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. You trying to
Like,
get some sponsorship? What's going on, bro? What's
man.
going on, man? What'd you
If they
have?
sponsor us and we get a free meal, man, I'll be happy, dog.
Yeah. What do they have?
Uh, I had the chicken, the because you can get it Creole style, you can get it Cajun style. Creole is spicy, Cajun is it's spicy. But they got chicken, um, they got the chicken over the rice, and then you can get sides. They got mac and cheese, yams, they got greens, they got red beans and rice. Man, them red beans and rice was fire. Mac and
Yeah.
cheese. Oh, give me the Holy Ghost, man.
It's called Taste Buds.
Taste Buds Creole Kitchen Restaurant.
Taste Buds Creole Kitchen. All right, man. I'm gonna check it out.
You need to go.
Check it out. Maybe I'll go this weekend.
Yes, do it. Do it. Yeah, Mark. The Gene Hackman thing, just read it, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then last but not least, I want to give my flowers to my lady. She is in 5 articles that's got coming out. She's in the New York Weekly, Celebrity Weekly, Influencer. She's going to be in a magazine called Black Diamond. What's the other one? Oh, Wall Street Times. So she's going to be in all those articles talking about her podcast, her books that she got coming out. She also has a book coming soon, another children's book coming soon called Granny's House. So be on the lookout for that. But I definitely want to give my flowers to her because she's been working really, really hard, and she's trying to do her thing, man, and spread her gifts to the community. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my lady, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to her, man. Big moves, big things, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. See, Mark now.
The catering like me. All right, I'm gonna go check them out. I'm gonna check them out.
Come
back. I'm gonna come back with my I'm gonna come back with my Keith Lee review. Show.
I think Keith Lee gave them a 5-star.
Okay.
I know Castaneda did too.
Castaneda. Man, it must be that good, huh? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna shit. You got me. I might go this weekend, bro. Y'all convince me. I'm gonna go this weekend. Check them out. I'll let y'all know on Monday what's up.
But yeah, it's our flowers.
Yeah, so my hell nah, man. This goes to the 2K my team developers. Like, look, man. Listen here, guys. Listen here, man. Listen. We are this is a video game. Like y'all gotta have these pack odds way better, bro. There is no reason why it's this hard to get 100 overall Michael Jordan card. Like, you can only use this motherfucker for the year. I can't get no financial benefits of this shit. I can't use him for multiple years. I only can use him in this edition of 2K. So why is it costing people $500? And sometimes they can't even still get the card. Like, it should not cost this much money. Now, I didn't spend $500 to try to get the card, but I've seen people literally spend $500 to almost $1,000 to try to get one funky ass virtual card to try to make their team better. 2K, there's no reason why at this point of the year it is a less than 1% chance that I could get 100 overall Michael Jordan, 100 overall Cris Style Mal, and then even if you spend $500, I watched this man spend $500 on pack openings. This man didn't pull not one fucking dark matter. That shit is insane. 2K, be better. This is not something where you can get a card, put it into like Bitcoin or some shit, and make some real money. I would understand if that was the case, because then it's a more rare card. You see that in Counter-Strike where you get like, certain cosmetic gear and stuff like that you can sell on the market that will actually give you real money. I understand why that shit is rare. But this is a fucking card that I could only use to make my team better. It should not be this hard to get these cards. Make these cards more accessible so people can have fun with the goddamn game, bro. This shit is ridiculous, bro. It is ridiculous, bro. This is highway robbery. My team is officially the new pyramid scheme, bro. I'm so mad. I got fucking hooked on this shit. I played 2K many years, and I looked at my team. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. And my dumbass then got hooked on this shit, bro. Oh my god, bro. Fix the pack odds, bro. Hell no. Nah. Oh, bro. I'm sure, bro. It'd be hilarious, bro. I remember seeing videos. I remember seeing this one black kid. He charged almost like $2,000-$3,000 on his mom's credit card, and she whooped his ass, boy. Oh my god, it's crazy.
I already said it earlier, but my hell now goes to those media and scout people that said all that stuff about Shedeur Sanders, man. Y'all, it's just nasty work, man. Y'all propaganda, trying to slander my man's name, trying to make his name slide because you hate his daddy, because daddy was one of the greatest of all times, and he told you he was the greatest, and you couldn't do nothing about it. So you try to take it out on his son. So this is stupid. It's dumb. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? And I also want to give a hell no to Neil Druckmann. If you don't know who Neil Druckmann is,
oh, you really believe him by saying that shit, bro? You know they're making another Last of Us. He cap. That's cap. He cap.
Well, if he isn't, then hell no. You better get in that lab and get to work.
He's capping, bro. He's capping, bro. Hey, he went from I already have a story for it to I'm not gonna make it, bro. Come on, man. Everybody's asking for Last of Us Part 3. It's happening, bro. Sony will force that shit down. Oh yeah, Alex Pereira is fighting this week. Y'all like UFC? Big fight this weekend. Watch it.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
Oh my god.
Hey man, you know, I heard about this app, right? It's called Time Left.
Tom, what?
It's called Time Left. It's an app. It's an app where, let's just say you're new to a city. Let's say you moved to Dallas and you don't know nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So you sign up to this app. They get all your information about you, tell you about yourself, some of your likes and stuff. And every Wednesday, they book you to have dinner with 4 to 5 different strangers that like the same shit you like. So you can mingle and meet new people.
Sounds kind of weird, but all right. All right, like, yo, what's up? It's cool, I guess. That sound like a horror movie.
So you know, you say you're a Laker, you're a Raider fan, so they put you in a room for Lakers and Raider fans.
For sure. They do this shit on OnlyFans too, or not?
No, dude.
All right. Well, hey, try it out. Let me know how it is.
Yeah, I'm not trying that shit.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about this? You do it, I'll do it. You do it, I'll do it.
We're gonna do it the same day.
Do it the same day. We'll do it. We'll both try it. New content, people. New content.
You gonna film us?
Content, new channel. You know what I'm saying?
Cussing. Hey man, get your hands off me, man.
I don't swing that way, brothers. Chill, bro. Chill. You're gonna end up in a clan meet.
Wow. Maybe they should be drinking Magnet sports drink.
Yeah, they might have drank too much Magnet if they signed up for that. That's crazy. Are you ready to take your performance to the next level? Do you want a sports drink that eliminates the muscle cramps, fatigue when working out or training? Meet Magnet, the sports drink designed for athletes who refuse to settle for mediocrity. It's power-packed electrolytes and restores balance with a scientifically formulated blend with magnesium that fights fatigue and boosts endurance. It has natural ingredients made with real fruit extracts and no artificial colors or flavors because your body deserves the best. It has the delicious flavors like mixed fruit and watermelon that keep you revitalized and ready for action. It will boost your performance with essential vitamins and minerals. Magnet fuels your workouts, helping you crush your goals. Join the magnet movement, whether you're training, competing, or simply staying active. Magnet is your go-to refreshment for peak performance. You can order it now on our direct link, drinkmagnet.com. Also, use promo code Cris and Mal to get $5 off your purchase. Again, promo code is Cris and Mal. Save you some $5, man. You know what I mean? Save you a little $5, get you a little some drink, get you some energy.
Yeah, for sure. Also, get our merch, man. Go to any of our social media platforms, click on the Printify link, and go to it and get our T-shirt, our white, black T-shirts. We got the new shirts coming out on Monday. I'm gonna drop them on Monday. The Golden Night shirts, they coming soon, and we got the hats coming soon too. Working on the UNLV color ones too. All right. Also, if you want to donate to the Cris Style Mal Podcast, you can donate to our Cash App, Cris Style Mal Podcast. Whatever you want to donate, we will greatly appreciate it because, you know, brothers need help over here. Yeah. And whatever streaming platform you use, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, whatever you use to listen to your podcast on, Cris Style Mal Podcast is available. Also, if you're first time watcher on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can jump in the lines like Mark was, Stan was earlier. Talk about these topics. If you agree with us, disagree with us, we want to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to us nice. Don't be in there getting reckless in the comment section. Some of y'all can get reckless, but you know what I'm saying? Within reason, if you disagree with us, give us your viewpoints. We want to hear from you. Even the ones that are listening on the playback, give us your viewpoints, man. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, we'll answer the comments.
And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Twitch, whatever you use to do your social media on, Cris Style Mal is available at Cris Style Mal. Follow us, we'll follow you back because we're just some regular guys who like to talk sports, movies, music, and all kinds of various other things. So if you got critiques, feedback, or if you got a topic or a question that you want us to bring up on the show, and we like said question or topic, we will bring it up. We'll shout you out because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead, hit us up, email, DMs, or our mentions, and we will get back to you as soon as we see said question or topic. All right, good people. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Be safe out there. Hug your loved ones. Tell them you love them. It's rough out here in these streets.
Yeah.
And, hey, man, be cool because Monday we back at it. Tampering, NFL tampering will be in full effect right when the show starts. We can get it going, baby. So until then, we out.